How's it going to YouTubers? This is your one and only Python Versus here. And today, guys, I wanted to talk to you guys pretty much about my night vision setup that I have here. As you guys may know, here in Alaska, usually in the winter times, we don't produce much sunlight. The sun barely comes up here. So you got to find a different hobby. As you guys may know, I love shooting. I love going out there, testing out new guns and stuff. And I just love shooting in general. So when it comes to the winter time, I have to figure out how can I make my winter a little bit more fun when it's always dark. And that's when night vision comes in handy. So my friend convinced me I wanted to get a 50 cal, Barrett 50 cal. And he pretty much told me, nah, buddy, don't do that. Mainly because, you know, up here, when it comes to the 50 cal, yeah, I'll be shooting it. But since it'll be dark most of the days, night vision would do me much better up here in Alaska than a 50 cal would. Now, don't get me wrong, I still want a 50 cal. But this video is all about my night vision setup. So let's talk about it. Now, I'm fairly new when it comes to night vision. Like I said, in the Army, I use a PVS 14. And you guys may know that one tube is, especially since it's been used by like almost 100 people already, it's not great. It is not great. So when I was able to purchase my own set of night vision goggles, these binos right here is a game changer. So these are some Elbit, I believe these are some Elbit white phosphor. That's what they call them, I think. These things are freaking fantastic. I got these, I believe I got them, it was almost like $500 off, and I got them from Night Vision Network. They had a sale going on at the time, and a friend of mine convinced me, and he said, hey, I think this is it right here. I think you should purchase it. And me, I said, you know what? I shoot a lot, and it's getting winter. Let's try to buy this before winter. So I purchased it. Now, I want to tell you guys something. When I first used these, I swear it's like my life, I'm not going to say it changed, but the fact that you can see in the dark when it's pitch black and you're the only one that's able to see, unless somebody else has night vision or thermal, that's different. But the fact that you can just take a hike out in the woods in the middle of the night at dark and you're able to see everything, you know, it is pretty insane. All right, it is beyond mind-blowing. Now, oh man. Now, I had to do, like I said, I had to do research on what I was doing because I was brand new when it comes to what is necessary for, let's say, these binos that I have here. Now, these are some AR MVGs right here. I think they call them articular. So, articulating, ruggedized night vision goggle. That's what that means. That's what AR MVG means. So I wanted something now. I wanted to spend the money for something that's going to last me. I understand that these right here, Night Vision Network, they usually give you like a 10-year warranty, which is good. But I wanted a housing for my night vision that will be pretty much almost unbreakable. Now, I'm not going to say that these, you know, they're unbreakable. These are very, but AR MVGs are almost like the top of the line. They're like made by like aircraft, like some sort of hard casing or something. A vehicle can run these over, and apparently it will be fine. That's how ruggedized these things are. So I wanted something. I didn't want to spend almost 10 grand on something that, you know, is gonna freaking just break from one fall or something. So I did spend the money on it to get a nice, you know, ruggedized housing. And one thing I gotta say when it comes to night vision is try not to cheap out on a lot of things. There are things that are very expensive when it comes to night vision. Some things you don't really need, some things you do need, but just try your best to, let's say for example, if you must cheap out on certain things, make sure it's things that won't really affect you know, your night vision as much, you know. When it comes to my helmet setup, I went with an OpScore helmet. I didn't want to spend, you know, I am going to get a ballistic helmet down the line, but I wanted to get into the night vision game as fast as I can. So I brought this OpScore fast helmet, I think they call it. I also brought an IR strobe for the top. I think these are made from like S&S Precision, something like that. Just so my buddies can see me out there whenever I'm shooting. Surefire Vampire light, because this is like a game changer. Like I said, when it comes to night vision, you are going to need some things, and an IR light, a nice IR light, will do you amazing. Now, obviously, if you're shooting with a bunch of people, you don't want to turn on your IR light. I usually try my best not to turn on as much IR light as possible. Usually, if you have a good pair of night vision goggles, they're gonna do good at night if you're outside, especially if it's like a full moon outside. You're gonna do great with this. So yeah, like when it comes to my helmet setup, you know, I got another Surefire light here, my Peltors on my helmet, and another thing, battery pack. I brought this battery pack just in case, like I ever go out hiking with the guys or something, and we're gonna be out there for a while. This is something that I would say, hey, this would be perfect. Now, another reason why I brought this battery pack is because I don't want to put my battery inside my night vision goggles and then like forget about them. It's gonna corrode in there. I'm scared of corrosion, so I only use like lithium battery in there. But I suggest like you take out your battery and just store your night vision separate, because you don't want that mess on a $10,000 freaking goggles or however much you spend on your goggles, and then it corrodes in there and then you messed it up, and now you're gonna have to try to see if you can send it out to get fixed. You don't want that. And then obviously, if you're gonna shoot at night with your goggles, you're gonna need a rifle. And as you guys can see here, I got my spear. Now, I did fit out my spear with a full power PEC 15 that I brought from a friend. And oh man, it's been fun. It's been fun shooting this at night. I do have multiple firearms. They're set up for like nighttime shooting. As you guys may know, the MPX, that thing that has a Purse 4 on it. And then my Bren 2 that has a Purse 3 on it. Those lasers are very powerful. But I love this setup that I have here, and this is the one that I mostly take out at night whenever I'm shooting out with the guys. Now, a purse will do perfectly fine. A full power purse, it will do perfectly fine. You don't need something like this. This is very, I want to say this is very expensive. These full power lasers are very strong. They do have civilian versions that cost way less, around the $1,000 range, and they also have a little bit of around the 500-ish range around there. I think those are like the Somo gear. I never had any Somo gears laser before, but I have heard that some people have had like success when it comes to the Somo gears lasers, when it comes to like their guns and stuff. Now, obviously, you don't want to put like a Somo gear on a Scar 17 or just a rifle that kicks a lot, because obviously the laser will probably get messed up and you don't want that. That's the main reason why I have a few full power lasers, just because of the fear of that laser getting messed up. I don't really want, you know, a PEC 15, as you guys may know, military guys use this and they've been beaten up, they've been thrown, they've been crushed, and they keep going. And so that's the main reason why I brought a PEC 15. Now, I understand that it's very expensive, but that's the main reason why you could select your tubes in certain housing. It all depends on what it is that you want in night vision. I would recommend for a lot of people to start off with like a PVS 14, which is like, you know, the smaller tube, and then move up to something big. Like me, I'm used to a PVS 14. Like I said, I'm used to the PVS 14 just because of the military. So I'm very aware of how they work. So I never tried, you know, some binos before, and that is the main reason why I always wanted some binos. Now, don't get addicted, because now I want some panoramics, you know. those are freaking expensive, but there are some out there that cost way less now, and they're like around probably the 12, 13s. So maybe in the near future, who knows? Maybe I'll pick up some of those and sell these, but for now, these are freaking fantastic, especially living up here in Alaska. For hiking, if you got to do hiking, if you got to see at night, hey, if you got to walk the dog, like, these are perfect. Now, you may look crazy going out there walking your dog, and then civilians are coming by looking at you like, what the heck does this guy got on his head? So it's just things like that. Like, sometimes to me, my wife is probably getting tired of me because of this, but I will put on these night vision, just go to my backyard and just like look up in the sky. You can see things with these night visions that you can't see with the naked eye at night. Sometimes you look at the sky and you don't see stars, but when you put these on, you can see like stars, shooting stars. Like, you see things that you just can't see. And I remember when I first brought these, I pretty much just told my buddy, I was like, hey man, your cat is screwed. Like, I can see him at night now. Like, the game has changed, you know? So I'm happy I did this purchase. I brought these about 2 years ago, and they have been have been great for me. They have been great for me. I never thought that I would get into the night vision game at all. I really never, it never really intrigued me that much until my friends, you know, they talk to me and they're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, get yourself some night vision, dude. So, you know, they see that I have all these guns and they were like, well, you got all these guns. Why not just get yourself, you know, a pair of binos, man? You're going to keep buying these guns instead of getting yourself some night vision, you know? So I was like, you know what, let me give it a shot. And like I said, I don't regret it at all. So I believe this is one of the best purchases that I've done lately. But anyways, guys, this is Python Versus. I just wanted to talk to you guys about my night vision setup and what do I have on there. That's pretty much it. Make sure you guys share this video, like. If you're brand new, subscribe. And I love you guys. Be safe. Stay blessed.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could